Hello everyone. In this video I will share my currency farming strategy that I have been using over the last couple of days. I tested a lot of different methods in this league, but somehow I ended up going back to one of my older strategies. The mechanics that I invested points into are Strongboxes, Beast, Legion, Expedition, and Eater of Worlds. Okay, let's go over the Atlas tree. For Strongboxes I took Twice Tempted. Your maps contain an additional Strongbox. Tamper-proof, strongboxes in your maps are corrupted, strongboxes in your maps are at least rare. Secret operations, strongboxes in your maps have 6% chance to be an operative strongbox. And backup cage, currency items from strongboxes in your maps are duplicated. And Vault of Mysteries, divination cards from strongboxes in your maps are duplicated. For beasts, I took Animal Companion. And I went down here and took the Mortal Gateway. Get over here. Then I took Big Game. Yellow beasts in your maps have a 15% chance to be replaced with red beasts. Then I took the Eldritch Gateway. Travel up here. And I invested points into the hunt for Kraken. Red beasts in your maps have 100% increased chance to be from the deep. Natural selection. Beasts in your maps are more likely to be less common varieties. And the hunt for venomous. Red beasts in your maps have 100% increased chance to be from the caverns. And Great Migration. Your maps with Einhorn missions have 8% chance to contain additional packs of beasts instead of other monsters. And I took these small notes. Red beasts in your maps have 4% chance to appear in pairs. The Legion notes that I invested points into are Chain of Command. Legion encounters in your maps contain 2 additional sergeants. Legion sergeants in your maps have 20% additional chance to have rewards. Protracted Battle. Legion encounters in your maps have 40% increased duration. Legion monsters in your maps take 50% increased damage while in stasis. Emblematic. 0.6% chance for Timeless Splinters to drop as Timeless Emblems instead in your maps. And I took these small notes. 0.2% chance for Timeless Splinters to drop as Timeless Emblems instead in your maps. And then I invested in here, Marakav Legion chance. Legion encounters in your maps have 55% increased chance to include a Marakav army. And Templar Legion chance. Legion encounters in your maps have 60% increased chance to include a Templar army. War supplies. Each Legion in your maps contains an additional Warhorde. Legion chests released from stasis in your maps release other monsters and chests with 100% increased range. Face off, Legion encounters in your maps are 60% more likely to include a general. Legion encounters with a general in your maps have both generals. Pillage treasures. Legion chests in your maps contain an additional random reward. And logistical support. Legion monsters in your maps which have rewards have 10% chance to gain 2 additional rewards. And if not, have 20% chance to gain 1 additional reward. Legion monsters in your maps gain 50% more life for each additional reward they have. The expedition nodes that I invested points into are Distinguished Demolitionist, 35% increased explosive radius in your maps, 20% increased number of explosives maps. Ancient Writings, Remnants in your maps have 30% chance to have an additional suffix modifier. Expeditions in your maps have +2 to Remnants. Rather not. Expeditions in your maps have 90% increased chance to be led by Rock. A Noble Quest. Expeditions in your maps have 65% increased chance to be led by Danik. Scratching Up the Ground. Expeditions in your maps have 90% increased chance to be led by Tuyen. And Buried Knowledge. 50% increased quantity of expedition logbooks dropped by runic monsters in your maps. Your maps contain 20% increased number of runic monster markers. The Eater of Worlds nodes are Eldritch Gaze. Eldritch altars influenced by the Eater of Worlds have an additional downside. Eldritch altars influenced by the Eater of Worlds have 50% increased upsides. Rampant Growth. Eldritch icon found in your maps influenced by the Eater of Worlds have 10% chance to be duplicated. Monster packs influenced by the Eater of Worlds in your maps have 2% chance to contain additional touching tentacle mass. And the last node, the Shadow of Hunger, 20% increased chance to find Eater of Worlds altars in your maps. The map of my choice is the Cemetery map. There are a bunch of good divination cards that drop on it. Examples are the Dragon's Heart and Brother's Gift, which will increase your profit margins by a lot if they drop. Also, one thing that is pretty nice is the fact that you can just run to the boss and kill him to guarantee that there will be no boss altars on your map. The Scarabs that I'm using are Beast Scarabs, Divination Scarabs, Legion Scarabs and Expedition Scarabs, and I pay Ambush for the 4 additional Strum boxes and just pay the 4 Chaos Orb. Alright, let's go.
Divine Ball. Such case as seldom seen. Let's go. We will be best friends, me, until we slaughter you. Great job, excellent. I now take the captain east of the night. You have been captured. You will be a survivor. Do not worry, enemy. We are friends now. The first one to come is captured. Not well. You have been captured, please. You will be a survivor. You are well prepared. The first one to come is captured. You are well prepared. You are well prepared. Come on now, don't go all day. This one is captured. I now will take it. Great job, excellent. I now will take the captured east of the night.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Itching for me to lose another limb, are you?
I'm on it.
Not on my watch.
Alright, that concludes the video. I hope you guys found it informative. Bye!